All right, we are officially recording, you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's take a minute and get nice and snuggy on our bolsters or our blankets, whatever we need in order to get our hips higher than our knees so that our back can have some mobility, and that will help us relax our shoulders and begin to lengthen our necks. So just take a few little rolls, squeezes, finding those areas that are a little grumpy. Okay, we good? All right. It's Wednesday morning, you guys. Oh, good. And we even have Bart laying down. Good. He's going to breathe with us today. So let's take a minute. Come to palms face up. Let your eyes gently close. Y'all, thank you so much for making it. With the time change, it's a little bit earlier for those of us in Arizona at 7 a.m. So thank y'all for Arizona making it. Appreciate that. Now I want you just in this first few cycles of breath to just connect in to noticing how your body is moving as you breathe. Connect into whatever areas may feel a little tight, and it's not a question of judging those areas, it's just a space of observation. So that way, as we move through our practice and we touch upon those areas, you can send them a little extra love. You can move in a little bit more gently. Take a moment to just fidget, making sure that everything is soft and that everything feels comfortable. So when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and begin with just our diaphragmatic breath. And I want you to go ahead and focus. We're going to go ahead and divide our breath into 3 parts this morning. So for the first cycles of breath, we're going to focus just on expansion through the low belly. So as you inhale through the nose, I want you to find that low belly, feel it expand, moving out, also filling your back. And then as you exhale, I want you to feel that belly, actually draw it in using your muscles. And at the end of drawing in, gently feel those low belly muscles pull up just a little bit. And then again, when you're ready, please make sure that as we're doing this, you're moving with your cycle of breath. So even if I'm dialoguing a different part, you're following your breath length. So again, with the second inhale, you're focusing on belly expansion. And then as you exhale, you're focusing on gently taking those low belly muscles and drawing in. So just beginning to massage everything through the center of our body. And then again, slow, steady inhale, find that expansion. Slow, steady exhale, gently find that connection and that drawing in. And then one last time. Slow, steady inhale. Finding the expansion. And then slow, steady exhale. So not only are we finding that space of relaxation, but we're also engaging a little bit through the muscles to draw in and then up. Once you complete that 4th breath, again, let your body come back to where your body is breathing you. Feel your body relax. Feel a deeper softness as your body relaxes. And just take a moment to notice any shift or change that you observe in your body after breathing into the low belly. We're now going to focus on the area that goes from just above the navel to the base of the xiphoid on the sternum. Okay, so that's the lowest point of the xiphoid. So these are your lower lungs and your lower rib cage. So if it feels comfortable to make sure so that you can really kind of monitor your breath, feel free to place your hands on the sides of that low rib cage. You don't have to. This is just a choice if you want. And this time we're going to focus on expanding through this part of our rib cage. So when you're ready, as you inhale, I want you to see if you can find expansion through this lower part of the rib cage. So you're shifting where you place your breath. So as you inhale, this lower part of the rib cage expands. And then as you exhale, just allow it to relax and come back into a neutral position. So again, slow, steady inhale. Filling this middle section of the body. Exhale, feeling that relax. And again, when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. Feeling this low section expand. Please remember that you're using your breath, not necessarily what I'm dialoguing. Exhale, feel it relax. And then one more, slow, steady inhale. And then exhale. And if your hands are at your rib cage, allow them to release, coming back to the tops of the thighs. And now again, let's just take a few cycles of breath, allowing everything to soften and relax. So allow your body to go back to breathing you. And just notice any difference that you may feel within your body from activating your first two quadrants of your core or your trunk, whichever you're most comfortable thinking of this central part of your body as. This next portion is the upper part of our rib cage. So it goes from that xiphoid process in our sternum all the way up to just below the collarbone. Here, if you want to feel, you're going to go ahead and place your hands over the top of the chest below the collarbone. And so now we're going to practice breathing into this upper register of our rib cage. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, breathing high. Not only front to back, but also side to side. So opening even this upper area of the rib cage. Expanding as you inhale through the nose, and then as you exhale, softly letting everything relax, letting everything come back. And then again, slow, steady inhale. And exhale. And then one more time. Slow, steady inhale. And then exhale. And then allow your body to relax. Allow your body to soften once again, noticing if there's any change. And there may be change, and it just may be below what the perception is, what our senses can take in. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and do 3 breaths where we incorporate all 3 parts. So we're going to move from the lower to the middle to the upper on the inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to release from the upper first, then the middle, and then squeeze into the lower. So however you need to place your hands, please feel free. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, coming from the low belly, moving up. And then when you're ready, on the exhale, moving from the upper part of your register and floating down. And then again, slow, steady inhale. And exhale. One last time. Exhale. And then your final 2 breaths, I want you to breathe however is most comfortable and most desirable for your body. At the end, when you finish your second cycle of breath, place your hands over your heart, palms facing down. And when you're ready, as you finish that last cycle of breath, beautiful. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and now we have our hands over our heart so that you can really feel the vibration. I was reading something this week about fascia, that our fascia, in the way it holds us together, we actually resonate. This was something that they were researching at Harvard, believe it or not. And we actually vibrate to a tone, which I thought was really beautiful. So as we sing today, I want you to feel that vibration as it moves through you, as that note moves through you, and feel it vibrate through your entire body. So when you're ready, slow, steady inhale. Om. Please set your intent. And when you're ready, gently release your hands. Palms face down. Take a moment to simply absorb. Welcoming in that deeper relaxation. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Allow your hands to come down by your side. Take a full, deep, big breath of joy. All the way, lengthen out, up. Feel that range of motion through the shoulders. Let the palms touch, and then exhale, bring all the way back down to the heart. And then again, release the arms down by the side. Full, steady, lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale, scoop it all the way out and up. This time as you exhale, I want you to float that right arm forward, left arm back. Gentle twist, directing yourself over towards the left. See if you can breathe more deeply into that right side. The side that holds 3 lobes of lungs. Feeling the shoulders relax. Notice that they're back up towards your ears. Gentle opening, gentle stretch. And then when you're ready, deep inhale, float that right arm back out, left arm up. Untwist as your arms come up over your head, palms touch. This time as you exhale, float that left arm forward, right arm back. Gentle twisting motion. Breathing more deeply into the left side, which holds 2 lobes of lungs and your heart. Breathe strongly. Breathe long. Breathe lovingly. And then when you're ready, slow, steady inhale, lengthen. Left arm up. Unwind. Palms come up, touch, exhale, bring it back down to the heart. Release your hands. So we're going to break our neck work into 2 parts. So the first part is to simply connect in and kind of discover where you might be feeling tightness within the neck. Then we're going to do a shoulder exercise, and then we're going to come back to the neck so that you can discover if tightness in the neck also has a connection to your shoulders. So you're going to take your left hand. When you're ready, as you exhale, gently bring that left ear over towards that left shoulder. And you're going to bring that left hand up and over and just give a gentle stretch. So as you're here, there's no resistance. I just want you to find the connection. What muscles within this right side of the neck may be feeling tight, and notice if that shoulder wants to come up along with the neck. So all we're doing right now is we're gathering information, and then gently release. Bring the head back up, release the hand. Take a moment if your shoulders decide that they need a little bit of movement, head and neck need a little bit of movement. And then when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and take this right ear, bring it to the right shoulder, and then wrap that right hand up and over. And then gentle stretch into that left side of the neck. And I want you to observe if there is a difference between the left side and the right side. And so again, all we're doing is gathering information, no judgment. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly release. Inhale, bring your head back up. Okay, so I want you to grab a tea towel or a strap. We haven't done this one in a while. We're going to go ahead and do cow facing hands, go across the arms. So I want you to begin by placing the strap over your left shoulder. Okay, and what you're looking for, best spot, is that little sweet spot where the neck begins to flare. So it's your upper trapezius muscles, but there's this nice little point where you have your neck muscles that come in underneath that big shoulder muscle. So that's about where you want to put your strap. Okay. I want you to start with your left hand. You're going to bring it out. I want you to turn the palm so that it's facing behind you, and then bend into the elbow so that you can hold on to the strap easily from behind. I'm going to go ahead and turn around so that you can see. what we're doing. Okay, so this is the left hand and we're holding on to the strap. All right, now we're going to take our right arm and it's facing forward, but once you get your right arm up, I want you to turn the palm and then bend at the elbow. Oh, you know what? I did this backwards. Unwind, unwind, unwind. So sorry, so sorry. So we're keeping it over the left side. So I want you to begin with the right side. Sorry, can you tell I've had a week off? Here we go. So palm faces behind. I want you to go ahead and bend at the elbow and hold on behind. Oh, there we go. Feels much better. Inhale, bring that left arm up, palm faces forward. Now I want you to turn so that the palm faces behind, bend into the elbow, and then you're going to hold on to the strap with that left hand. And I want you to just breathe right here. I'm going to go ahead and turn myself around so I can see everybody again. My apologies for my backward instruction. Oh, and I want you just to kind of play with this for a moment. So rather than have you push, what I want to do is invite you to pull. So as you're here, if it feels possible, I want you to connect into that right scapula. So that's your little, I like to think of it as your angel bone, because if we had wings, that's where the wings would come from. And what I want you to do is just gently squeeze just a little bit that right inner edge of your scapula and see if you can draw it just a bit towards the spine. Okay. So just notice that. Breathe deeply, breathe long. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale, and then I want you to release that activation of the scapula. Feel your body relax. Now what I want you to do is working into that left shoulder blade, left scapula. I want you to see if you can feel the bottom of that left shoulder blade actually pull down towards the waist. And this might just be if things are a little tight and a little restricted. This might just be something that you do in your mind. So I want you to visualize it, knowing that eventually your body will be able to actually physically manifest it. And then I want you to release. Breathe. Now, from here, oh, and there's Mr. Charlie. Yay. I want you to release the right hand, let it go. Then release the left arm, let it go. And I want you to do big, deep roll through the shoulders. Oh, yeah. Forward and back as well, you guys. So up and down, forward and back. Really feel everything open. Okay, good. Now we're going to go ahead and take the strap and place it over the right shoulder blade. Now we get to use our left arm. So I want you to bring that left arm out, palm facing forward. Then I want you to rotate it so that the palm faces behind, bend into the elbow, and take your strap with your hand. Inhale, bring that right arm up. Okay, palm faces forward. Now I want you to turn palm behind, bend into the elbow, and take the strap on this side. Now I want you just to take a moment as you're here and observe, breathe, and notice how this feels. Okay, is there a little bit more opening on this side or less opening? Looks like Peggy joined us, so welcome, Peggy. So again, we're going to play with the strap. So this time, and we're going to play with our shoulder blades. So just notice if you find a difference on this side. And again, starting with the left, I want you to find that inner edge of that left shoulder blade. And I want you to squeeze it towards the center or towards your spine. And breathe. And again, you're only making these movements as big as your body is inviting you to do. So we're always want to work through the invitation of our body. And then gently, slowly allow that left shoulder blade to release. Breathe. When you're ready, working into the right shoulder blade. Now this one, I want you to see if you can feel as if you're pulling it down towards the waist. So again, lower part of the shoulder, of the scapula. So your lower trapezius actually cover most of the flat part of your scapula, and they actually attach to your little bone that you can feel. And they are supposed to depress. We're just not used to using them. Oh, breathe. And then let that relax. Breathe in here. And then when you're ready, I want you to release that left arm. Roll that shoulder and then release the right arm. Here we go. And again, take big movements with the shoulders, rounding forward, rounding back. Okay? All right, we get to release the strap. Now we're going to go back to what we did with our necks and see if we have a difference. So again, we're going to begin with the left ear to the left shoulder. So gently, slowly roll that left ear over towards that left shoulder. You're going to take your left hand, bring it up and over. Fingertips are pointing towards the ear. Okay. First thing I want you to notice, is there a difference in this second set? Does your neck feel that it has a little bit more space in which to move? All right, if your body says yes, we're going to do a gentle activation, so there's no movement. We're just doing a little bit of resistance. So I want you to gently press that head into that left hand. Oh. So now what we're doing is we're just asking the muscles to wake up. And breathe. I want you to think in terms of diagonals and spirals. Breathe. Okay, I want you to let the contraction relax. And then gently, gently release that left hand, release the head. Take a moment, just kind of notice where we are. Oh, yeah. A little bit more opening today. Okay, right ear is going to come towards the right shoulder. Notice if there's a difference on this side. And then gently take that right hand up and over. Fingertips are pointing towards the ear. And breathe. Feel your body open. Notice if you connect into a difference between doing this now and when we did this before. And then when you're ready, if your body says yes, I want you to put gentle resistance into the head against the hand. So you're just very gently pressing that left side of the head into that right hand. There's no movement. It's just a very gentle awakening. Beautiful, you guys. And then gently, slowly release the tension and then release the head. Oh, okay. Take a moment to notice how we're doing. Okay, do we have a little bit more flexibility here? Good. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come onto knees. Let's see, how do I want us to do this? No, I want you to go ahead and move your bolster or your blankets. We're going to come up and we're going to do a little bit of squeezing. So we're going to start right here. Okay, so the knees are bent. You guys, if you have socks on, if at all possible, what I want you to do is take the socks off because you're going to have to really press in with your feet. Not at the first part, but the second part. So I want you to bring your hands behind, as long as this is not too much extension through the wrist. If it's too much extension through the wrist, then I want you to make gentle fists. So what we're going to do is get everything centered. And I want you to take those inner edges of the shoulder blades. And also, if it feels appropriate, you can turn your palms out so that fingertips are pointed away. Okay, and you're going to get long through the spine, and I want you to very gently take those inner edges of the shoulder blades and just squeeze them together. See if you can do this equally through both sides. Breathe. Please don't hold your breath. And then exhale, allow that to relax and release. Open your feet, and as long as your body says yes, I want you to take your torso through the center and hold on to the ankles. And just breathe here. Let the shoulders relax. Take a moment if you need to move back into your head and neck and find some gentle rotation. Okay. From here, we're going to do a new little movement. So I want you to release your hands. Okay. And you're going to bring your feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit more. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to move a little bit deeper. You know how we've been playing with the transverse abdominals. So we're now going to continue that play and bring a little bit more of our inner core with it. So here's what I want you to do. The first movement is small. You place your hands over the knees. You're going to take your heels before we do anything, and I want you to pull your foot. So the heel is going to move towards your sit bones. So all you're doing is pulling your feet towards your sit bones. And notice that as you pull your feet towards your sits bones, it becomes easier to lengthen through the spine. And I want you to see if you can create length through the spine as you're pulling your heels towards your sits bones. And if you want to squeeze a little bit through the glutes as you do this, that's great. And then allow that to relax. And just enjoy. Now from here, before we do anything more, I want you to focus on pushing the heel away. And notice that as you push the heel away, you automatically begin to round into your lower lumbar spine. So as you do that, if your body says yes, and I want you to really focus on rounding, pushing away through the heels. So feel that spine round away. And then gently, slowly allow that to relax. Now, the rounding away has the potential to be a bigger movement. So if your body says yes, remember when I mentioned blankets? You can put either a bolster behind you, or you can stack blocks. You can put whatever you need. Okay, so notice it's like, okay, I've got this pretty high. This is because I don't want you to go back too far. We're just starting this exercise. So you may need some support, right? So that it's like, okay, I'm not going to take it back too far. All right, so once again, hands come over lightly over the knees. I want you to pull the heels in towards your sit bones. And find that really yummy length all the way down by the sacrum. Breathe and enjoy. And then as you exhale, I want you to shift. So I want you to push those heels away and begin to feel that lower lumbar spine. So really, really low. And here, if you're going to go back a little bit further, you may want to put your hands between and the back. Gently roll away. Really rounding into that lower back. And then again, when you're ready, exhale. I want you to pull the heels towards you. You may want to squeeze a little bit through the glutes, but keep pulling the heels towards you to help you move back up. Find that delicious length. Notice that as you're doing this, your shoulders want to just relax, and your heart and the upper chest may want to open a little bit. Then one more time. Exhale. Push those heels away. As you do that, gently rounding into the spine. And slowly, gently coming back into your support. And then gently, slowly release. Come into neutral. So how did that feel, you guys? Do you want to do one more set of that? Yes, no, thumbs up if yes. Okay, good. All right, so we'll do one more set. So when you're ready, I want you to pull the heels towards you, squeeze gently into those glutes, find that length. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, push those heels away so that you can really round into that lower section of your spine. Really find those muscles. We're asking some really small but important muscles to activate. And then gently, slowly release. Come back up to neutral. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move this. Now we're going to turn on to regular tabletop. Okay. So here we are on regular tabletop. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Those of you that know that your knees tend to be a little grumpy, please make sure that you're placing extra blankets underneath. Again, if it's too much flexion, to place palms, put a little bit of padding underneath the base of the palms so that you take away some of the extension. Okay, so again, moving into the trunk. So very gently, we're going to start with traditional cow. So I want you to go ahead and feel. So we're just playing with another plane of gravity. I want you to feel those hips lift. I want you to feel that opening through the belly. Allow the gaze to come 2 to 3 feet ahead. And breathe here. And I want you just to find that opening through that abdominal wall. And then when you're ready, as you exhale, dropping slowly, gently through the hips. And now I want you to find, in order to help you find lift and separation through the thoracic spine, I want you to feel this upper part of your arms, and I want you to pull those upper arms towards each other. So they are squishing and moving towards each other, which will automatically help you expand through the shoulder blades, tucking the chin up and into the chest. Then relax, take it into neutral. Gently draw the knees towards each other, and as long as you're working to a space of invitation, allow the hips to shift over towards the left. Breathe deeply here. Gently, slowly release that. Bring those hips up. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly roll yourself over to the right. Slowly, gently breathe into this right side. And then gently, slowly bring it back up. Walk the knees back out so that they are again hip distance apart. This time we're going to go ahead and do a circle with our torso. So 6 p.m. is directly on the floor down towards us. 12 p.m. is up above. 3 p.m., 9 p.m., okay? So when you're ready, I want you to let the belly sink towards 6 p.m. Then I want you to bring it out towards 3. Come back up to midnight. Extend out to 9. Come back to 6. Oh, and let's do it again. Out to 3 to the side. Inhale up to 12. Exhale out to 9. Coming back to 6. And if the elbows bend a little bit here, that's fine. One more time. Out to 3. Back to 6. out to 9, down to 6. And let's reverse that. 6 to 9, back up to 12, out to 3, down to 6. And work with your breath. One more time in this direction. Coming back to neutral. Now, as long as your body says yes, I want you to come down onto your forearms. You can either touch palms or interlace, making sure that your knees are about hip distance apart. Now, we're going to start with our legs, our lower legs completely on the mat. So this is the first variation that we're going to do. So what I want you to do is gently take the hips and pull those back so that you find some extension through the shoulders. And just breathe here. Opening into the shoulders. Then when you're ready, as you inhale, you're going to let the hips come forward, bringing the shoulders forward, and you're going to go ahead and hand or face is going to attempt to line up the nose with the edge of the index fingers. Gently, slowly press down through the forearms as those hips draw you back. One more time, gently lengthen, finding that engagement and that rotation through the shoulders. You can play with how much space you have in between your elbows. That's going to change where you find sensation and opening. And then one more time, press down through the forearms, gently pulling your entire torso forward. Working to bring the nose into alignment with the index finger. And then come back into a neutral position. If your body says yes, and you would like to do that with a little bit more core engagement, you're going to go ahead and lift your knees 1 inch. So the tops, the dorsal side of your feet, so the top side of your feet, they're still resting on the mat. The toes are not curled. If this is too much for your ankles, too much for your feet, please put the knees down and just do another 2 in the variation that we did before. Otherwise, what I want you to do is pull those hips back, find length first. Knees are up off the mat by about 1 inch. And then release that, gently pull, bringing the body forward, nose over the index fingers. Gently release that, pushing back, or pulling back, excuse me. Oh, waking everything up. One more time, gently bring it forward. And exhale, pulling back. Then gently bring yourself back down. And open those knees and take whatever variation of child's pose feels best. You can keep the hips high and move yourself into puppy. Or if your body says yes, you can work the hips back towards the heels and take child's pose. Or you can be somewhere in between. So this is really about what supports you, what supports your body. Feel your body slow back down. What we just did was very focused and used a lot of muscles. So it's really important that we let all of the muscles come all the way back to space of relaxation. What we're looking for is the widest range possible between relaxation and effort. From here, I want you to walk your hands over to your right, shift the hips over to the left. Again, it doesn't matter if you're in puppy or downward facing dog or in child's pose. Either is fine. You're still going to find opening. If your body says yes here, you can take that left shoulder and gently draw it towards the mat as you lift a little bit more towards with the right shoulder. Slow, steady breath. And gently, slowly come back so that the left shoulder is parallel to the right. And then gently walk your hands back to the front. Bend into the elbows as much as you need to. Let your body soften and surrender right here. You guys, part of the reasons why we're moving slowly after doing something that is fairly intense is that muscles that tend to stay tight all the time don't really know how to find peak contraction, nor do they know how to find relaxation. So we are endeavoring through our practice to teach them what relaxation is and what engagement is. And then when you're ready, I want you to walk your hands gently over towards the left, shift the hips over to the right. Again, it matters not whether you are in puppy or in child's pose. You will feel this in both. Gently, slowly, as your body asks, you can begin to sink that right arm down a little bit more. Again, always working within the space of invitation. Always staying in awareness that one side might be a little bit different from the other. And please honor the difference. Breathe. The only thing I do ask is that if there's a big difference between the two sides, that you not push the side that is already more open. Instead, give that side a break and allow the side that holds more tightness to find its way to opening so that you can create equality through your sides. Then move forward. Gently release that right shoulder, coming back to parallel. And then gently, slowly, walk the hands back to the middle. And again, bend into the elbows as much as you need. And soften right here for a few cycles of breath, just allowing. And then gently, gently, gently walk the hands back and come up so that you're on your knees. Good. Okay, you guys. So I'm going to adjust the camera angle for just a sec. Now you can't see me at all. There we are. Okie dokie. All right. So coming from our knees, if you know that ankles are a little ouchy, please make sure that you are also putting a little bit of padding in front. All right. So we're going to start by shifting into our left side. And we're going to ask our right knee this morning to come forward first. So I want you to go ahead and allow the knee to come forward. Hands are still on the hips. And I want you, as much as your body says yes, making sure that both of your headlights are facing forward, that they're not canted one way or the other, and gently, slowly, keeping the knee and ankle in alignment, begin to ease your way in. Now, you guys, guess what? This is the first time we've done this morning. So be gentle with your body. Breathe. Just gently, slowly working your way in taking as many cycles of breath as you need. If you feel like you'd like to do just a little bit more, but you're not sure, squeeze a little bit more strongly into that left glute. And breathe here. And if your body says yes, I want you to bring your arms up over your head, interlace your fingers, and then gently roll yourself over towards the right. Breathe. And inhale, bring the torso back up, release the hands. Let them come back to the hips, and then press down through the ball of that right foot, bringing your torso back up. And when you're ready, gently stepping that right leg back. When you're ready, I want you to shift your body weight over into that right leg, step that left leg forward. Good. Beautiful. Nice. You're going to make sure you use your chair if you need to. If balance is an issue, you guys just be present to what your body's telling you this morning. Know that our ears, our vestibular system change all the time. So just because you have good balance one day may not mean that you have good balance the next. Just be present. Okay, again, if your body says yes, making sure that this left knee and ankle are stacked. Gently, slowly begin to shift the hip forward. And you're going really gently, really slowly, just depending on what your body is telling you, how far it wants to go. Remember, this is the first time we're doing this morning. If you need to, I want you to apply a little bit more squeeze through that right glute. When you're ready, inhale, sweep those arms up over your head, interlace your fingers, and then very gently roll yourself over to the right. This is not necessarily a big movement, you guys. So just be present to what your body's telling you. Beautiful, very nicely done. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly bring the torso up. Release the hands, let them come back to the hips. Push down through that left foot so that you can step all the way back. Okay. And then rock a little bit through the knees, rock a little bit through the hips. Just letting everything soften. Okay, here we go. Shift the body weight back over to the left side. Step that right foot forward. This time as you stay upright, I want you to take right hand, bring it on top of the right thigh. Left hand, inhale, sweep it out and up, and gently turn yourself towards the left. Breathe. On this one, you may notice that the left hip proceeds back a little bit. That's fine. Gently release back. Bring the arms down. Torso comes back up for a moment. Breathe. Here we go. Now I want you to take the left arm, bring it up. And you're going to squeeze a little bit more through that left glute because I want you to bring that left hip forward. Let the right hip come back. Left arm is up. Exhale, drape it down and either on top of the right thigh or to the outside. Breathe. Twisting now the opposite direction. Beautiful. Very nice. Keep squeezing gently through that right or that left hip with the glute. And gently unwind. So inhale, sweep that left arm all the way out, up. Hands come back to the hip. Now, as long as your body says yes, press down through that right foot, gently lengthen into that right leg. If balance is an issue today, this might be the entire posture. If your body says yes, and as long as your hamstring says yes, you're going to gently, slowly begin to hinge forward. Reminder, you're only going as far as the middle of your hamstring will allow. If you start feeling this behind the knee, if you start feeling it at the sit bone, you're too deep. You can clasp your hands behind your back if you choose. You can keep your hands to your waist, or you can bring fingertips down. It really is completely up to you. What feels best for you this morning? And then gently, slowly release. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Okay, gentle bend back in the knee. As long as your body says yes, step that foot back. And let's rock a little bit. Step through the knees a little bit. Waking everything up, including our patellas. We love our kneecaps. And we're going to go ahead and now do the second side. So I want you to bring that left leg forward. There we go, good. Okay, from here, as long as your body says yes, you're going to take that left hand, bring it across, so forearm touches left, top of the left shoulder. If your body wants to come in a little bit deeper, feel free. Inhale, sweep that right arm up and open gently to the right. Breathe. Those of you that want to do a little bit more advanced play, take that inner edge of that right shoulder and gently draw it towards the spine. Ooh. Wakey, wakey. And gently release. Sweep that arm down. Press down through the foot. Bring yourself a little bit more into neutral. What I want you to do next is squeeze a little bit more into that right glute, really making sure that that right hip is coming forward and beginning to allow that left hip to come back. Inhale, lengthen into the right arm. Exhale, gently twist, allowing that hand to either come on top of the thigh or to the outside. And breathe. Beautiful. Very nicely done. Keep squeezing gently through that right glute. Beautiful. Honor where your body is, you guys, please. Okay, gently, slowly release. And know that you can do these if your knees are like, yeah, I don't like it today. You can still twist from the floor. Inhale, bring it up. As long as your body says yes, I want you to straighten into that left leg. It may be that torso is completely upright. If your body says yes, you can gently clasp your hands and begin to come forward, moving only as far as the middle of the hamstring tells you. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. And then very gently, very slowly release that. Inhale the torso up, step that left leg back. And when you're ready, I want you to go ahead and step yourselves up. Okay, we're going to grab our chairs. Again, please be mindful of ankles and knees. We want everybody happy. All joints are happy. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to start facing forward. There we go. And then we're going to very gently open our feet a little bit. Okay. So if you're fairly flexible, you can use your counter, you can use your chair, or you can work without a prop. All right. So our feet are now about 3 feet apart. Those of you that have grumpy ankles, the easiest way to do this is to take your blankie, okay, and place your feet on the edge of your blanket. That's going to be about the right width. From here, you're going to go ahead and turn these left toes so that they are facing towards your chair. Okay, got it? There we go. Okay, so from here, you're going to take a deep inhale, and I want you to bring your arms up over your head, interlace your fingers, and gently inhale up and breathe. And when you're ready, as you exhale, I want you to release your hands. Let them come out like airplanes. Touch with the fingertips into the air and gently, slowly come down. Only as far as is comfortable. You've got your chair, your countertop, or the floor. Okay? And you're just going to hang out here for a moment and breathe. And then when you're ready, inhale. Bring it up. Interlace your fingers again. You can reverse the palms if you choose or not. So you can either keep your knuckles towards the ceiling or you can turn your palms towards the ceiling. Breathe. And when you're ready, exhale, release your hands, bring them out like airplanes. Gently, slowly coming down towards the chair. This time, what I want you to do is I want you to take that left hand, place it on the seat of the chair. You're going to inhale, and I want you to gently open, bringing that right arm up towards the right. Beautiful, very nicely done. Breathe. Gently, slowly, bring that right arm down, bring your hips back down. And squeeze a little bit through the glutes, press down through the feet. Inhale, sweep yourself back up. Again, interlace your fingers. You're either going to reverse the palms or not. Breathe, breathe. Pretend like you're loving this and you're having a great time. Exhale, release, gently sweep down. Airplane wings again. This time, I want you to place that right hand on the chair. Inhale, sweep that left arm up, gaze towards the left. And this time, if you want to play, squeeze that inner edge of the left shoulder towards the spine. And release gently, slowly. Bring that left hand down with intent. Inhale, sweep yourself all the way back up. Interlace your fingers. Lift up. Exhale, release. Beautiful. Roll those shoulders. How are we feeling, everybody? Yes? Good. All right. Let's move our chairs. All right. Again, know that if you need to for ankles, heels stay on the blankie, right? Okay. If you don't need the blanket, I'm going to go ahead and demo this side without the blanket. Again, we're looking for about 3 feet between. This time I want you to turn those right toes out. Okay. All right. So you're making sure that you are taking care of your body and that you are only going as far as your body is inviting you to go. So here we go. Inhale, sweep those arms up. And I want you to turn a little bit towards the right. You can either keep knuckles to the ceiling or reverse it and go palms to the ceiling. Breathe. And of course, you're going to allow your feet to adjust so that you're in a space that feels in alignment and good for your body. Exhale, release the hands, gently airplane forward. Bring your hands to your chair. And just simply pause here. Finding some extension, finding what's comfortable and works for you. And when you're ready, press down through your feet. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way back up. Interlace the fingers. You can reverse the palms or not. And when you're ready, exhale, gently sweep it down. This time I want you to put that right hand down on the chair More or less in alignment with that right foot. Inhale, sweep that left arm open. Breathe. Very nicely done. Oh, look at y'all. You look great. Good. Breathe. And exhale. Gently, slowly sweep that left arm down. When you're ready, once you're facing again the seat of the chair, inhale, sweep yourself up. Interlace the fingers. Breathe. And exhale, gently hinge yourself forward. Hands come to the seat of the chair. This time, I want you to place the left hand more or less in the center. Inhale, sweep that right arm up. This may not be a very big movement, you guys. Just go with what your body's telling you. This is just about going, hey, where are we today? What can we do? What's comfortable? Opening the dialogue between you and your body. Exhale. One more time, gently. Inhale, sweep it up. Interlace the fingers. And then gently, slowly release. Bring the arms down. Bring yourself back to center. Okay. Do a little wiggle wobble. Let everything loosen. Okay. It's already time to come back down to our floor. So from here, we're moving our chair. Please make sure that you have all of your blankies, everything ready so that you can take your final relaxation when we finish our final twist. Gently, slowly come all the way back. Let's go ahead and take a transverse abdominal breath right here. So making sure that our sit bones are pointing and are parallel to the mat. I want you to take a deep inhale. Making sure that the spine stays long, so you're expanding only to the front. And then as you exhale, gently draw back in through that low belly. And then up. Again, making sure that there's no shift through the pelvis. That we're asking our trunk to do the work. We're actually separating movement from our pelvis from movement from our trunk. And then gently, slowly relax. Okay, we're going to finish with a twist. If you know that your body's still a little tight and really doesn't want to go very deep, then you're either going to take blocks. So we're going to start with the blocks over to the right. Or not. So this is completely dependent on what your body is telling you. So you're going to bring both legs up. We're going to do an eagle twist with our legs, which we haven't done in a while. So I want you to open the legs up. I want you to find that left leg. Left leg is going to come up and over the right. Okay. So you can either tuck that left foot behind. If that's not possible, just cross your legs with the left leg on top. Allow the arms to come out into a gentle T formation. And as long as your body says yes, you're going to very gently, slowly roll the legs over towards the right. And breathe. Breathe deeply through this left side. If you choose, you're more than welcome to place that right hand on top of the left leg. If you want to play with a little bit of contraction and activation, feel free. You're going to do that by activating through that left glute. And gently feeling that left knee, which is the high knee, press just a little bit into that right hand. Breathe. So there's no movement. We're just asking the muscles to activate. And then gently, slowly allow that to relax. Let everything relax. We just asked for a strong activation. So now we are asking for just as deep of a relaxation. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently lift the legs. Unwind the legs. Breathe. Those of you that want to play, I want you to practice lifting that left hip up, floating. Bring it back down. Right hip up, floating. Bring it back down. One more time. Left hip up. Right hip up. Good. Gently move your blocks over to the other side if you're using your blocks. If not, you don't have to worry about it. Okay, here we go. Open the legs. Now I want you to find the right leg. Right leg is going to come over the left. You can bind if you choose or not. This is just much more about getting the right leg over the left leg. When you're ready, arms are in a gentle T. You're going to roll yourself over to the right. Breathe, let everything soften. Allow your body to find its way into the posture. If your body says yes, you can take that left hand and bring it just above that left knee, or that right knee, excuse me. If your body says yes, and you want to do a little bit of resistance movement, squeeze into that right glute, and press that right knee into the left hand. So find that activation on this right side. And then gently release that. Feel your body soften. Breathe deeply into this right side. So again, we go from strong activation to just as strong and deep relaxation. Feel those muscles gently, slowly unwind. And then when you're ready, gently release the legs up, unwind. Give yourself that gentle Apanasana, gentle hug. Energy freeing pose, really focus on finding that softness. And then take yourself into your final Savasana, so your final relaxation. So whatever props, blankets, eye bags, bolsters are needed, let everything ease and relax. Take a moment to come back into the breath. Feel the difference in how your body is moving. And then release the breath. And again, feel that deep quiet. Feel that deep relaxation. Feel your muscles consciously unwinding and going back into a state of softness. allowing the energy that you created with your breath and your movement to fill your body. Did a lot of twists today, a lot of bringing out. Let's stimulate our electrical nervous system in a good way. Gently, slowly, begin to find your way back. Fingers and toes, hands and feet. Allow them to make gentle movements, gentle circles, whatever feels best and most natural for you. Then gently begin to come back into your breath and feel that energy that you've created with your hands and your feet move through the rest of the body, back into the center. Take a full deep inhale and exhale through your nose. And then when you're ready, if your body says yes, bring your arms up over your head. Find that delicious stretch that moves from bones to skin, fingers to toes. And then gently bring yourself back into a seated position. One last time, hands touch, thumbs rest at the heart point on your sternum. You guys, thank you so much for making time for your practice, making time to connect and be in community. As always, I am honored to get to participate in your practice. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste, and may the blessings be. Thank you, you guys.